Welcome back, familiar to Northside LDN. Caramba, we are here. We're going to touch on the news. Gyökeres, Arsenal approaching Gyökeres with a 5-year deal. We're going to get into that and other players that have been linked to Arsenal. Before we get into all of that, Hooks, what are you telling me, bro? You good?
No, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to anybody. My head is still on. I think it's not even in this galaxy, bro. Like, do you know what it is? Yeah, I knew that I hated Tottenham. Yeah, but I never realized how much, like, truly, like, how much, like, it would affect me. Them man winning a trophy, like. It's even in the little things, like sometimes I'll just walk down and I'll go into the garden and I'll have a smoke and I'll just be standing there looking up into the sky and be like, oh, them man actually won a trophy, you know? And then I'm just, for the next hour, I'm like, yeah, don't chat to me at all. Like, I don't want to talk to nobody. But hopefully, like, as the months progress, you know, I'm going on holiday soon, so hopefully, like, all them things will just get out of my mind, and then I'll be ready to, you know, go again for the new season, man. But yeah, outside of that, I'm good. It at least looks like through like reports, you know, things are heating up. So maybe this might be the one transfer window that we at least get a portion of our big business done quite early on. So yeah, and the only thing I do know is it's going to be a super active window, like, because so far it just feels like so much has already happened, but the window's not even open yet. So yeah, it's going to be a big window. We just can't fall behind the other big clubs in it. Like even today, it's come out Reinders and Cherki to Manchester City. That's crazy. Like that, a midfield of Rodri, Reinders and Cherki is absolutely insane. So we just got to keep up. That's all it really is, to be fair.
No, I hear it. Listen, I hear it. We have to move serious. We have to move serious. And we're definitely going to be touching on the Gyökeres and getting all you guys' opinions. A big up to Hooks. Link is in the title. Make sure you're subscribing. Aaron as well. Link is in the description as well. Aaron talks Arsenal. What are you saying, bro? Aaron, what are you telling me, man?
Yeah, big up. Do you know what? I'm going to echo something similar to what Hook said. I can't believe how much I hate Mikel Arteta after Tottenham lifted a trophy. Honestly, so similar to Hooks. But I sat there and I just thought, I don't fucking believe Tottenham have only gone and won a trophy and Mikel Arteta's made me fucking feel this way. I'm not an happy man. Honestly, I'm not an happy man. Now, of course, Mikel Arteta has no control over what happens in that Europa League purely because he wasn't in the competition. But he does have control over the 4 competitions that he entered this season. One of them, he fell 10 points behind Liverpool with pretty much a whimper. He was never even really in that. We never spent a day on top of the Premier League. It was embarrassing. He also embarrassed us in the FA Cup, 3rd round yet again, by the way, the 3rd time he's done that, maybe even the 4th, which is even embarrassing in itself that I don't even know which one it is. He's also embarrassed us in the quarterfinals and semi-finals. He got the quarterfinal cup. He got the semi-finals of the Europa League, Champions League. PSG embarrassed us. Newcastle embarrassed us. It's been a really, really poor season, and that's why, man. That's why it's just made me hate this manager even more. I actually use that term quite loosely because there's not many people on this planet that I do hate, but Mikel Arteta is absolutely one of them. I hate every time he opens his mouth. I hate every time he steps on the white line there and manages a game. I just hate every single press conference that he does. I just hate being an Arsenal fan and knowing that he's part of my life. He's just horrendous, and long may it happen where he gets sacked, because I'm just fed up, man. I'm fed up. I was nearly going to say the wrong thing then. I'm fed up with this manager, but we're not here to talk about this manager. We're here to talk good things. And Victor Gyökeres, is he going to come? Is he not? I don't know. Let's talk about it. Let's have a little chat about it. 5-year deal, or he's been offered.
Let's get straight into it, because I feel like, listen, all of us, you know, got slightly different views in certain things when it comes to this club. But I think all of us can agree that Gyökeres would all be happy with that signing. I don't think
Can-
anybody would be upset with that signing.
Can we?
I mean, Hooks, would you be upset with that signing? Because I personally will.
Can we Northside? Can we?
Nah.
Can we all agree?
What's that?
What? So we're still playing this game where you forget that you used to cuss me for wanting Gyökeres. We still doing
When did
this.
I cuss you? When did I cuss
So,
you?
Northside, he can't still.
He loves the little narrative, you know. The funny thing is, yeah, every man that watched the show, yeah, every man kept asking me about Gyökeres, yeah, because I'm Portuguese. Gyökeres, North, Gyökeres, and I've been saying, yo, he's a good striker. He's a good striker. When I looked at Gyökeres, I'm like, yo, he's not like there's not a lot of strikers that we could actually get that are world class. Would I say Gyökeres is world class? No, I wouldn't say he's world class. He still needs to prove himself at the highest level. But I've always said he's a good striker. Do you know what I'm saying? But I wanted to see more. He scored a load of goals this season. I think he's got like 53, 54 goals in all competitions. What Sporting's main striker. He's done really well. He didn't play that great when he went up against Benfica. Pavlidis actually had a better game. But all in all, for the whole season, he's been the best player in the Portuguese league. So my thing is, I always said this about the players in Portugal. I just didn't want them to leave too early. You saw Renato Sanchez leave too early. João Felix leave too early. Before, when you had like Falcao and James Rodriguez and Martinez that went to Atletico as well, I felt like they had more time in the league. So my question wasn't really so much about the talent. The only one, that was coming to the Prem from the Portuguese league lately that I was like straight away not good enough was Fabio Vieira. I was like, this guy is hella average. And then as soon as he came to Arsenal, you could see why I said he was hella average. Gyökeres, I didn't want to rush the player to come to Arsenal, but we need a striker. You know what I mean? So for me, the Sporting are selling club. We know what the release clause is. We've been knowing what the release clause is.
Yeah.
I'm happy that we're in talks to get him over the line. Now just make it happen, innit? Just make it happen. You know what I mean? Just get the striker in. Does Gyökeres alone sort out all our problems? I think people would be very naive to say we get Gyökeres and it solves our problems, but it starts resolving one of our problems. It starts to resolve one of our problems for me. I still would like to go and get Jonathan David as well on a free because I still feel like we need to revamp our strike force. You've got Jesus for me that doesn't have a career any longer at Arsenal. You've got Havertz for me that isn't good enough, and the wages are ridiculous. I'd rather move him on. I think Moreno's better than Havertz in my opinion, playing up front. I think he's easy. I think he takes his opportunities a lot faster. He doesn't get barged off the ball. His link-up play for me is better. So I'd prefer Moreno. I never thought I'd prefer a DM to an actual out-and-out striker or whatever the hell Havertz is. Hybrid. I don't know. Maybe he's a Toyota Prius. He's a hybrid. But whatever the hell he is, not for me. So listen, get Gyökeres in. I've been screaming for Gyökeres. I've been more convinced over Gyökeres than Osimhen, just because I've seen more of Gyökeres, innit? Maybe it's a bias. I don't watch Osimhen. I don't watch the Turkish league. So I'm going to favor the striker I know more about and I've seen more of. So I'm cool with getting Gyökeres. Gyökeres was always on my list of strikers that I wanted to get. And listen, Arsenal, it's all good having talks. Get it over the line. We've been in this situation before with Rafinha or with Isak or with Buendia. We've seen this before where we're in talks or we're at the forefront of getting a player. Get it over the line and then I can give praise. This club signs the players that I want or the players that I rate. I'll give it all the praise in the world. Just get it over the line. But this is the stuff that I want to see. And I want us to get it over the line within the first week of the transfer window. I don't want this dragging on to the 3-4 weeks in the transfer window, dragging it on, allowing other teams to come in and bid. We've seen Man United apparently could be interested, all these other teams. Get it over the line. Get it over the line. There's too many times we've had players that I was like, yo, Rafinha, I would have taken Rafinha. You just allow Barcelona to get in there and take the player off of our hands. So I want to see with Berta us moving quickly, not just being linked. We're always linked with top players. But we don't always get top players over the line. I want to see us getting our business done early because if we're going to be serious, we need about 5-6 signings, top signings. If we're going to be, I'm talking about properly serious. So I want business done early. I don't want to hear no excuses. We were supposedly linked with him in January. So it's been months that we've been linked with this guy. We should know what his agent wants. We should know what wages he wants. We know what the transfer, we know what the asking fee that they want from Sporting. We should have been done our homework on this. So get it done. This ain't a player that you just started scouting. This is a player you've been following. So get it over the line and I'll give the club props. Because when we got Declan Rice, I gave the club props. I do think we overpaid, but I gave them props for the quality. So continue doing the same thing. Timber, I gave the club props. Yeah, I'm saying Ben White didn't rate him as centre back. As a right back, I said, you know what, it works. Cool, happy with that. When we got Trossard, I was happy with that. So when this club do make the right signings, I give them props. You know what I mean? Back in the day when we got Alexis Sanchez, I didn't know he would become like that, but I was like, you know what, good baller. You just can't get into the Barcelona team. There's too many ballers there. Do you know what I'm saying? Ozil, I was ecstatic when we bought Ozil. There's been plenty of times I've been happy with business at Arsenal. But don't rest on your laurels. Don't get us Gyökeres and then get us a B-Tech Odegaard and then get us a B-Tech flipping, do you know what I'm saying, Partey or something like that. Keep building. Keep building. Keep going out there and getting the best in class because we need to get over the line. But that's my thoughts on Gyökeres. Bad boy striker, very good, and developed the way that I wanted him to develop. And like I said, he already there was a report a couple of months ago when he said to the Sport, he said he did an interview with Sporting and he said, I'm happy at Sporting, that he had to say that. And he said, I'd love to play at the top European competitions. So he was always putting that hint out there that he's ready to move. You know, that's what it is. Unfortunately, the Portuguese league is a stepping stone league. And he's always said that he wanted to move. So be proactive. You know what I'm saying? Be proactive and get it over the line. But go on. Whichever one of you want to go first about this.
I feel like part of I feel like part of Berta's remit as well is like bringing some order to the wage structure, because like we was just giving anybody whatever they to try and bring them into the club. So I do feel like it's a tiny bit harder for Berta because he probably has to try and bring in these bigger players without like further like increasing our wage bill by like absolute Mazzolini or rates. But when it comes to Gyökeres, like for me, it's just always been this simple. Like we just need someone in the 9 who's a 9 that actually, 9 times out of 10, you're confident they'll put the ball in the back of the net. And Gyökeres just fits that bill. He's a bully. He's strong. Like he's someone that like up against those Prem defenders, like he won't get barged off the ball. He won't be on the floor. Like he'll be moving man up differently. So he's someone that when we're now like in the tunnel before we're coming out onto the pitch, like the other team players are like, wow, they got Gyökeres up top, it's gonna be a long game. Like we'll have that fear element back. And that's kind of that's what we need to do. We need teams to we need to get back to the days where like teams would think they've lost the game before we even got out the tunnel. And that gave us like such a boost against a lot of teams. So look, there's not really much to say on the guy other than it's the perfect scenario for Arsenal. Like, let's just say we did double his wages. That's still not a lot of money to us, but it's a lot of money to him. So that works in our favor. He's like 26. So we'll be, 5-year contract? We'll be getting him when he's actually going into his prime. He still hasn't got into his prime yet. So we're actually going to have a 9 who is about to walk into the best years of his career. And me personally, I think he's a striker that, yeah, all well and good in the Premier League, but I think he will do the biggest damage in the Champions League. That's where I think that Gyökeres will do the biggest of damage. Like, he's got a good goal scoring record in the Champions League already for Sporting. Put him into Arsenal, like 2 + 2 = 4. So, yeah, man, this one excites. All I know is if we sign him, yeah, he's the brother that's going on the back of the shirt next season. Yeah, that's all I know in it. So, because I wanted this brother from like 2.5 years ago, and everybody was telling me, oh, but you never watched Coventry, which I did, and you don't watch the Portuguese league, which I do sometimes. He plays in the Portuguese league. Cool, logical fallacy. Why doesn't everyone in the Portuguese league have the same numbers as him? Like, I've gone through so many beefs with brothers over Gyökeres, and I'm entering the final war with these Arsenal fans that are telling me we should be signing Sesko over Gyökeres. That's my final battle before I finally win the war and get the ending to the story that I deserve. And yeah, man, bring him in, man. And like Northside said, don't stop there. Because even though he solves a large majority of our problems, he doesn't solve them all. Like, we still need that best in slot left winger. We still need another creative 10. So the burden isn't so much on Ødegaard. We still need another 6. We still need to replace all of the players that are leaving because we can't be rolling with a small squad. We still need another defensive like upgrade. I still think we need an RCB. We still need a second goalkeeper. There's a lot for us to do this window. So yeah, I guess that's kind of my 2 cents on Gyökeres. And final thing, like I hope this season we sign players for Arsenal, not for the system, because we need to start. Obviously, it would be better if some of them can play within the system, but we've got to have people that like aren't gonna come in and rely on the system. Like there needs to be people that they bring their own little kind of individual magic, and they're not like a piece of the puzzle getting slotted in to try and complete the painting. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, those are just my thoughts anyway.
I agree.
Do you know what as well? Well, yeah, I was going to say as well. I was going to say this just before you said it about winning games in a tunnel. Yeah, because when we last was a successful football club, way back in 2004. Way back in 2004, ridiculous. I know, and 22 years ago it'll be if we win the league next year. I digress. We was winning leagues in the tunnel. Thierry Henry. Now I don't expect us to sign a Thierry Henry. Why? Because there's no Thierry Henry out there. There just ain't. But man, we were winning in the tunnel. Look at us. We had Thierry Henry. Now we got Kai Havertz.
Throwing pizzas
we had. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Do you know what I mean? The pepperoni sliding down the boat race and all of that. What's going on? Do you know what I mean? Bit of dominoes and sliding down that Scottish chin of his, isn't it? Come on, what we doing here? But listen, man, we had Bobby Pires on that left-hand side. Now we got Martinelli, people, man. Our captain was Patrick Vieira. Now our captain's Martin Ødegaard, people. You know, our centre-backs are cool. That's all well and good. But, you know, we had Ashley Cole. Now we got Calafiori, people. Like, the drop-off. And it's not just a Gyökeres, like Hooks was saying. Do you know what I mean? It's not just a Gyökeres that we need, although we are talking about it now. There's many a player, because in that tunnel, you'd look over there and you'd go, holy shit. Look at this team we are playing today. Full of proper men, full of world-class stars. We ain't got that now at all. And I think Gyökeres would be a good way to sort of start building that. I don't think he is anywhere near a Thierry Henry's level, but then I also don't think world football is also, in terms of strikers, anywhere near a Thierry Henry's football. I mean, you go Harry Kane, you go Haaland, you go Lewandowski, and then you start scratching your nut. Do you know what I mean? That's 3. Arsenal had better strikers in 1999 than the world has got in this minute. Do you know what I mean? It's ridiculous. That's not our fault. But what we can do is sign the best of the rest. And I think Gyökeres, probably in terms of realistic signings, is about as good as we can get. It's got a release clause as well. One thing I don't like, boys, chat, like and subscribe as well. Don't forget to my brother Northside, my brother Hooksy as well, myself, if you don't mind. I don't know. I've shorted myself here. This is because I've been ill for 5 years. You know what I mean? See, look, this is because I've been ill for 5 days. What? I don't know. I've lost my train of thought. I'm just like that. I've been ill for 5 days. Help me out. What was I talking about?
What else we need? Not just the striker. What else we need?
Yeah, that's it, man. That's it. Couple cans, innit? Do you know what I mean?
Bro, it feels like a nightmare, bro, this season. It feels like a nightmare, bro, because we still got Chelsea to see.
Wait, listen, bruv, yeah? Like, Tottenham winning that trophy didn't just fucking hurt me mentally. They took my immune system out, son. Honestly, bruv, I've been laying on that fucking sofa and in that bastard bed up there, honestly, just like that.
Bro, we need an Arsenal HR department. Honestly, I'm telling you, bro. We need an Arsenal HR department, bro. This is abuse. You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, man. Like, I had to pay money for prescriptions from the fucking from the doctors. Tottenham, you need to give me some money for that shit, man. Look what you've done to me, bro. Come on, man. But now the point I'm trying to make is, before I just completely forgot the point I was trying to make, it's like, you know, you got the Gyökeres in. It's to start. We need something like that. He's the best of the rest. It's the signings that we need to be making. We can't be going in the forward line, boys. I'm not going to lie. We can't be going in next season with Saka on the right. That's all well and good. Buzzing with that. Cool. Saka's good. But on the left-hand side, Martinelli, stale as fuck. Boring. It's stale. Come on, man. We knew that Martinelli wasn't good enough, or at least needed upgraded on. Martinelli fucking... Arteta told us that 2.5 years ago when he was in his best season. Why? Because he tried spending 90 million on Mudryk. So it's no surprise to anyone that we need a new left winger. Why? Because Mikel Arteta tried fucking signing one. And for big dough. Thank God we didn't get Mudryk, by the way. But the point I'm trying to make is we can't go in there with Havertz up top. Eeyore. Do you know what I'm saying? We can't go up there with that. It's boring. It's stale. It needs adding on, man. Something's got to happen. Gyökeres is going to be the start of that, all well and good. But what I will say is, don't you dare rest on Gyökeres. I don't want us to just go, oh, yeah, well, we've got Gyökeres in now, and we'll sign another left back and it's job done. Nah. Shit needs to be done. There's plenty of work still to be done. Gyökeres just needs to be at least the start of it. Do you know what I'm saying? We need a left winger. We need a left winger. We need a backup for Saka. We need a backup goalkeeper. We need a left back. We need a right-sided centre back. We need about 3 midfielders. We need another number 10. Oh, there's about 10 of them. Woo! 10. And I've got tiny little fingers. Come on, you can still count on them. 10. Come on, man. Double digits. That's how much we need. But yet we'll still sign 3 players, and then you'll still get the morons that are going, oh, yeah, we've got Gyökeres in and a centre back or a left back. Oh, it's a 10 out of 10 window. No, it weren't. 2 out of 10 window. 2 out of 10 window. Sign me 10 players. That'd be a 10 out of 10 window. That'll be a 10 out of 10 window. Sign Saliba up.
Facts.
Huh?
We're not gonna.
Of course we're not. Of course we're not, because it's not good enough. But Nottingham Forest can sign about 15 players in one window. Why can't we?
Because they needed. Like we did. We don't.
We need to, bruv.
But I mean, like they need to in terms of like their squad was like there's something. I think they had like bare players leaving it, so they needed to like meet requirements.
And so do we though, Hooks, man. We've got a lot of players that are looking for a move or are moving as well. We've got a lot of players that are leaving, bro. Like we don't, you know what I mean? Like Zinchenko wants to leave, Kivior. We've got loads of players. Jorginho's leaving, Partey now the club's done a U-turn. Why did we even leave it to this point? Listen, if the club get Partey back, cool. I don't mind it. But this kind of behavior we had with, Nketiah, Reece Nelson. Oh, you're out of contract. Okay, here's 100K. Like, we're not learning. We're repeating the same old nonsense. And listen, even though Partey is one of, if not our most consistent midfielder when available and fit, that's all good. But we always leave it into the players' hands as to what's going on. We've already got 3 of our players running on their contracts. We still need to give Saka a new contract. We need to give Saliba a new contract. We keep leaving ourselves where players dictate to us what they're doing. We don't dictate terms. They dictate to us. When you look at Man City as an example, they dictate when you're done. Aguero, we tell you when you're done. KDB, we tell you when you're done. Bernardo, we're going to tell you when you're done. You ain't telling us when you're done. We're going to tell you when you're done. But at Arsenal, we take too long with contract talks. We don't push for major honours. We accept mediocrity. I'm talking about as a whole, this fan base, accept mediocrity. And then we get surprised why, we're losing our best player. Why is this player why is he not signing a contract? Why is he different on whether he's going to commit his future to Arsenal? Why is it going down to the wire? It's going down to the wire because we don't do what needs to be done. You can lose listen, we've seen Man United dominate the Premier League. I still saw David Beckham go to Real Madrid. I still saw Ronaldo go to Real Madrid. And these guys were dominating the Prem. I ain't seen Arsenal win back-to-back league titles. So you can't be arrogant enough to think, do you know what? Yeah, like we're not going to push to be ambitious, but we're just going to keep our best players. Even the dominant Fergie lost his best players. Even him, he lost his best players. And that was while the team was winning. He had winners like Wayne Rooney saying, if you're not going to be ambitious, I'm leaving. I'm not staying here. What's going on? Where's the signings? Imagine saying that to Fergie, bro. He's probably the greatest manager I've probably seen, bro. Like, and some people are going to say, Pep, if you didn't see the whole of Sir Alex Ferguson respectfully, bro, that guy was crazy, bro. Crazy. Let's not do the recency bias because Fergie was crazy. You know what I mean? And so is Pep. But it's like, I want to see players here that have that spark, that magic. I used to see flipping Birdcamp, bro. Like, the guy was cold on the volley, top bins. Get the player, go around 2-3 players, smack it top bins. I saw Thierry Henry get it by the halfway line and just take on 3 man, bro. Slap
Yeah.
it. You know what I mean? Sometimes he wouldn't even slap it. He would take on 3 players, 3-4 players, and then go around the goalkeeper, just tap it in and just go like this. You know what I'm saying? Bro, this is the magic that we used to have. We had it with Alexis Sanchez. Like Alexis Sanchez, out of nothing, all of a sudden, yo, Ozil, just pass me the ball. I'll just take on everyone, slap it top in.
You
We
remember
need that, bro. Like when you see the difference between us and all the elite in Europe, yeah, what do they have that we don't have? Yamal, individual that has that individual quality. They have Rafinha, individual quality, different type of player, but you give him half a chance, he buries it. Lewandowski has that about his game as well. You've got Doué as well. He's got the ability to cook you 1v1. You've got Dembele that has the ability. You've got Vitinha that has the ability. You've got Neves that got the ability. Like they all have individuals that outside the system, like you said, Hooks, yeah, can produce moments of magic by themselves. We have Saka. As soon as you lock up Saka, nobody else shows that individual brilliance. It's all system-based. If you whip in a cross into Declan Rice, he may score. If you give him a set piece, he may score. But a lot of it is system-based. It's not, I'm going to take the game and I'm going to impose myself in this game. And we don't have those kind of players. And I feel like
winners, bro.
Match winners by themselves.
Match
Like you need those individuals that win you the game. We used to have even Aubameyang.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Aubameyang, you give him half a chance. Look at the team Aubameyang had towards the end.
I'd argue that Declan Rice is a match winner. Personally,
It can be, but not on a consistent basis, though. Not over 38 games, you're not going to go, Declan Rice is going to win me 14 of them.
Yeah,
Like,
but
we got 14 draws. We got 14 draws. You can hear
We have moment players.
I hear that, but I think like with Declan Rice, for me, it's a bit different because this is the first season that he's played football, having to like game in, game out, think about being in the final third, if that makes sense. Like he's not usually played in and around that area. So for him to have done what he's done this season in terms of G&A, doing that role, like for me, I think Declan Rice is someone going into the future that will be able to rely on him, like winning us games here and there. And look, I don't need Declan Rice to win me every game, but like when it comes to like the big games, like the Madrids, the PSGs, do you know what I mean? Or we go up against a Barca, or we go up against a Bayern. Those are the games where I want Declan Rice to show me Wagwan in it. And I mean, just to quickly go back to your earlier point about Partey, and then I guess more overall like contracts. Yeah. So I don't think that it's like any coincidence that literally the U-turn on Partey's contract happened when Berta walked through the door. Like literally Berta walked through the door and the Partey, yeah, we're gonna get you on a new contract. I still believe personally, if Edu stayed, we'd not keep him Partey. Partey is going on a free to, I don't know where, but he's going on a free to somewhere. So I like look, I know that like not everyone believes in reports, but reports is all I can kind of go off, not actually having any, I guess, personal connection to the club. Unless like from time to time, like maybe I can call DG and be like, yo, DG, Wagwan inside of Arsenal, because DG Media, big famous brother, got the connects, talk sport, all of that, got the insider information. But all I can really go off is reports, and the reports is he's got a strategy for attacking the transfer window. Apparently, he's already in contact with like 10 to 15 odd attackers. Do you know what I mean? So I already know now that we're gonna avoid the case of Sterling. We're gonna avoid that. That whole Sterling scenario that happened in last summer, that doesn't happen now because Berta's actively talking to various targets at the same time. Do you get what I'm saying? Like Berta, through reports again, everybody that needs a new contract, whether it be Saliba, whether it be Gabriel, whether it be Partey, whether it be Saka, he's already been engaging in conversations with all of their camps. Like, so this brother, so far, he's coming in and he's doing things the right way. Or at least how us as Arsenal fans would expect a director of football to operate. That's what he's doing.
One thing I will say though is what's frustrating me, and what I was actually going to say before I completely sidetracked myself, is the frustrating thing is, yeah, I totally get it. He's in there, he's in talks with Gyökeres or whatever, but he's got release clause as well. Just pay it. My worrying thing is whilst yes, I totally agree with you. I'd like to hope that under Berta's regime, set up, whatever you want to call it, we're going to be avoiding the Sterling thing. I really, really, really hope that you're right with that. And to be fair, I believe myself that there is a good chance that things like that will be avoided. But what we got to remember is, and I've still got scars from last summer, bruv, where we've got a Mikel Merino signing, whom none of us wanted, by the way, and has been absolute dog shit. Let's just get that right. He has been crap. He's been all right as an emergency striker, but whatever. It took us 6 weeks to sign that geezer. He had 1 year left on his deal. He wanted to come to Arsenal. Sociedad wanted to sell him to Arsenal. How on earth did it take 6 weeks to get that guy over the line? I mean, ended up overpaying for him and giving him astronomical wages for what he's worth. It's ridiculous. I just sit there and I just think with Gyökeres, why would you? Let's just say, for argument's sake, it's got 80 million quid, is it, in sterling? I think something like that. 80 million quid release clause. Let's just say it's that. You see everything saying, 70 million. For the 10 million hassle, just get it over the line, because I know what Arsenal will do. We'll go all the way into late July. We'll go all the way into early August, trying to save 5 million here, trying to save 10 million there. I know it sounds loads of money when you put it on paper, because we ain't rich. That's why it sounds loads of money. That football club is fucking rich. They don't care about 5 million. They care about 10 million quid like I care about a tenner. Look, do you know what I mean? If I lose it, well, it's a bit annoying, but do you know what I mean? I don't really care about it. That's what 10 million quid is to this football club. What I can see happening, and I really hope it bloody don't, is that we spend all this time trying to haggle our way to 5 or 10 million, and then Manchester United come in, or a Chelsea come in, or someone else come in and go, oh shit, our striker's just got injured. Can you imagine Haaland got injured for 6 months? Man City go, all right, we'll just have Gyökeres then. Bang, here you go, here's a release clause. Piss off now, Arsenal. Off you fuck, go away. Like, you know what I mean? And there all of a sudden, now we've just waited until July, August. Someone else has got in for Gyökeres because they're acting like a big club and actually serious about buying him. They're happy to spend the money. Then all of a sudden, we're like, all right, well, what's this Sesko deal looking like? Oh, yeah, Chelsea's just bought him. All right, who else is on the table? What about this Ekatike? Oh, yeah, he's gone to someone else for 70 million. Oh, who's left? Oh, well, Kai Havertz would just have to do again for this year. That's what I want to avoid altogether. If Arsenal were going to move like a proper serious football club, pay the fucking release clause and just get this geezer in now. I don't care if you save 10 million quid. It's 10 million quid to one of the richest world football clubs out there. That's it. Just release the clause. Just release it. Get him in now. There's no reason why they can't release that clause. If he's been offered a 5-year deal, release the fucking clause. Give him what he wants. He's going to be a very, very, very rich man afterwards. Let's just bloody get that right. We'll pay him the money, because we do. We pay high money to average players. So we've got that. Get him over the line. Get this deal done before June. Get it done. Well, maybe
he's only on about 35 to 45k, bro. You're absolutely right. He's only about 35, 45k. So he's not on massive money. The problem is, what F's us up is the fact that we got Havertz. And he's going to be using that to say, well, what's going on here? But you know what? Yeah, we got to hold, as a club, we got to hold that, because we created that problem. So I agree with you, bro. We got to do what we got to do. I mean, we have been linked to other players as well. So far, it's all rumors. Matoma and Mbeumo. I would take Mbeumo. I like Matoma, but he wouldn't be my first choice.
Matoma, Blue Samurais. You know me, Blue Samurais. FIFA World Cup 2026. Let's go, bro. Yeah, Blue Lock, all of that. Ego, let's go. Remember,
if it's just Mitoma, if we get Mitoma and like an Mbeumo, or you know what I mean, I like Conceição, but that's not going to happen. You know, then I don't mind. But we need strengthening on the wings. We really do, man, because we don't just need one left winger. We need two. Let's be honest about it. Like, I don't see Martinelli. You know, I think like this is his ceiling. I don't see it with this guy. Trossard, he's unhappy. And then obviously Saka, we need rotation for Saka. So we need a lot of reinforcements. Let's be real. Like, we can't be doing this Sterling thing. Like, we've given this project has had so much time that now you look back on the last 5 years, and anything that anyone says in terms of not bringing in top quality players, we've got something to rebuttal it. If someone says, "I'll bring in someone that can do a job," well, we had Sterling. If someone says, "Oh, a midfielder that has got winning ability or has won in the past," well, I don't want a Jorginho part 2. If someone tells me, "Oh, I want a striker that's not a specialist," well, we've got Havertz and we've got Jesus. We've got so many cases for all of this. If someone says, "Oh, just a centre back that can do a job," well, guess what? Who have we got? Kivior that we're trying to get rid of. So it's like, if someone tells us, "Oh, we're going to get a left back that's going to invert," okay, but how did that work with Zinchenko? You know, there's so many examples now that the excuses are running thin. For me, the biggest weakness is Arteta's in-game management and his tactics. I think he's very flawed, extremely flawed. So if you're flawed as a manager in terms of your tactics, get players of the level to make up for that at least. At least. Bring players that have that X factor, that are world-class, that actually are good at their actual position, not all this other crap around it. No, bring us a specialist, because you didn't get a specialist left back, and now you're getting rid of Zinchenko. You didn't get a specialist strikers, both of them, and now we don't want Jesus, we don't want Havertz. You didn't want competition for the number 10, and now we were supposedly in for Vert, but that's gone. You know what I mean? Because we're not proactive. Just get us specialists. I'm tired of this jack of all trades, master of none. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. Get us specialists within the areas that we need. This whole bullcrap that we had last season as well about versatility as well. How's that worked out for us? How was the versatility worked out for us? Because that was the theme of this season. Versatility. At the start of this season, they were telling us we've got 25 different variations of defenders that we can put at the back. We've got different players that can play in the midfield that are defenders, and all this. How's it worked out for us? Oh, another season without a trophy. So I don't want to talk about versatility anymore. I want specialists. I don't want to hear none of that talk anymore. And the excuses are run dry for me. Matoma, I wouldn't be angry at, but I want to go for Mbeumo. Go for Mbeumo. I'd like Mbeumo. He's Premier League proven. He's not going to break the bank. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to break the bank. But they're saying about £50 million, something like that. We can go out there and get those players. Go out there and get that. We can afford that. We paid that. We paid that for Ben White. Come on.
Exactly.
Come on. We paid more for Kai Havertz. Go and put the money down. I don't want to hear any excuses anymore. I don't want to be sat here saying what if next season. We're done with the excuses now. People stop. The context talk is done. I have not heard anyone that backs this process telling me about context right now. Because the context is Crystal Palace won a trophy. Newcastle won a trophy. Spurs won a trophy. Yeah, I'm saying Liverpool won the league.
Chelsea are going to probably come on.
Chelsea are most likely going to win something. That's the context. So listen, I don't want to see no nonsense, man. Berta, I'm gonna say this. Big up to Rashid. Big up, bro. I'm not gonna overpraise Berta until the transfer window was done. I think it's a massive mistake. Everybody just gassing him up. He hasn't done anything yet. There's a lot that needs to be addressed. Cool, you can say I like certain things or whatever. We still got contracts that need to be signed of our best players that could go. We still got positions that need to be addressed. Gyökeres ain't over the line yet, so don't get too excited yet. And even if he does, don't let that blind you as to what else we need. We still got to get rid of a lot of players. There is a lot to be addressed right now. Let's just be honest. This fan base has a massive habit here of getting way too excited before anything's been delivered. They got excited about Mikel Arteta. They got excited about Edu. They got excited about the money that we spent. And look at the way that we spent money. They got excited about this bench saying it can do a job. Yeah, let's learn from the past. That is my thing to all Arsenal fans. I don't care if you like me, you don't like me. I don't care what your opinion is. Learn from the past, or you will live to repeat it. And this club learns to always lives to repeat the past. We don't learn. Get overexcited, overly gassing up players, gassing up this manager, brushing results under the carpet, and coming out with excuses that, oh, but you know this club ain't going to sign these players. Okay, but we need to deliver. Stop making excuses. Do not tell me we've only got 100 million as well that's been reported. We only got 100 million. It was reported in the end of our financial year this season. We've got 300 million pounds that we can spend. And that's before we sold anyone. I have not forgotten that, and I'm going to keep saying that, because if this club tries to shortchange us and spending 100 or 150 M's, not good enough. I'm not hearing it. It's not our fault that they bought these bums that ain't good enough. That's not our fault. Calafiori is not my fault. I didn't ask for Calafiori. I didn't ask for Moreno. I didn't ask for Zinchenko. I didn't ask for Jesus. I didn't ask to continue with Martinelli. I wanted them sold. I didn't ask for Sterling. I didn't ask for... I didn't ask for Fabi Vieira, Lokonga, Trusty. When you got Trusty, I didn't ask for all these guys. So get it
They've
done.
already done that.
Yeah.
They've
Oh.
already they've
We'll
already
get
done that,
Gyökeres,
North.
yeah, the most chance. We'll get Gyökeres, yeah, and the whole fan base will gas it for the whole transfer window. They will end up getting one player, yeah. We'll stretch that signing. It will be announced now. We'll reveal it 3 weeks into it. Then the last 24 hours, we'll go in for flipping this last ditch. This no, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see what we did with Douglas Luiz. Last minute trying to go for a Douglas Luiz, and then all of a sudden windows closed. Oh, sorry guys, that was all we could do. I'm tired of this. I want to win, bro. There's been too many seasons. So Berta, I like Berta. I was happy when Arsenal got Berta, but I've seen this club do half-ass it. They half-assed it with Unai Emery. They half-assed it. A specialist in the Europa League, and you didn't support him properly. Nowhere near the support Arteta got. So you got a manager that's a specialist in a cup, but then you don't support him to have the ingredients or the players that he needs to get over the line. What was the fucking point then? What was the point of buying Ozil and Alexis Sanchez to then not complete the team? What was the point buying Aubameyang and then we don't have a proper defense? What's the point? I'm tired of these half-baked projects and processes and teams. Complete what you've started. Complete what you started. It's all good having a great defense. I like a lot of our defenders. I like that we've got some defensive midfielders that I like as well. Okay, but we need a number 10 that turns up. We need wingers that can turn up. We need a striker that's actually going to bury our opportunities. So this is why I'm skeptical, because this club loves to half-ass everything. And I'm tired of it now. If there's no point getting a specialist in Berta if we still got Arteta and we don't hold him to account at the end of next season. There's no point having Berta and not giving him the right to go out there and identify players. The same person that will go out there and saw Suarez, he wasn't finished. Goes to Atleti, wins the league title. Goes and does a deal for Griezmann to return back. Gets the best out of him, win a title. This is the type of manager, this is the type of sporting director he is. But what's the fucking point in him being here if we're not going to be serious? You're just wasting his time. And you're wasting our time. So that's my run over. I'm gonna let you lot say, listen, Rashid, you can go. But I'm skeptical when it comes to this club, bro, because they burnt me too many times.
Yeah.
You should be, bro. They said that Rodrigo, we don't have the funds to, or he's too expensive. Rodrigo won everything in the world. Everything in football, he's already won it, except from World Cup. But he's too expensive. We went out there and we bought Declan Rice from West Ham. I'm not saying Declan Rice is but we went out there. Declan Rice, all he won was a Conference League, and he was playing for West Ham, and we played 110 million. You wouldn't pay Rodrigo 100 million. It already tells you a lot. And about this Gyökeres thing, I don't know. Maybe it's the way we play. Maybe it's better to sign Sesko. I was thinking about it. Maybe it's better to sign Sesko. I was watching some videos and I saw that he can jump high. You know what I'm saying? He can jump high, probably score some headers. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just the thing is that even if you get Gyökeres, now I really believe the 100 million thing. As soon as they couldn't sign Rodrigo, I know that we only have 100 million and we need to sell someone. That someone is still obviously unknown. We don't know who's going to be sold, but that's the amount. We're not spending 300 million. I'll tell you right now, we're not.
Just quickly.
Yeah.
Like, can we stop referring to this 100 million thing? Because it was first reported by Sky Sports, and the original article said at least 100 million. It was rage bait. Like, they were rage baiting the fan base. Like, Sky Sports don't know how much Arsenal are intending to spend, but it fuels all these conversations that no Arsenal fans need to have, because we all know that we're going to spend more than 100 million.
Don't you think we need Rodrigo? Don't you think Rodrigo is necessary in this team?
There's a lot of things that we need.
Versatile.
But Hooks,
right?
Even if you don't go off that article, yeah, and I get what you're saying, yeah, maybe it is rage bait, but you know where the rage comes from? That it doesn't matter what Sky's saying. When you look at our history, we do the bare minimum. Even you were saying, and I agreed with you, you said, let's be real, Arsenal ain't going to do that. Why do you feel like that? Because they always undersell, they oversell, and then they underdeliver all the time. So that is why we look at an article like that and say there's probably validity, because you go off the last 20 odd years, even just the last 5 years, and you go, okay, yeah, we broke the transfer record in getting Declan Rice. Yes, we paid 65 M's to go get Havertz, one of our top 4, top 5 highest signings. But then we half-ass it with Project Youth players or players that can do a bit part, or Marquinhos that's out on loan that can't even get into the team in Brazil and all this kind of stuff. So that's why there's validity behind it. They know that they can say that to us because we know that we get shortchanged all the time.
Yeah. They wouldn't say about Man City. They wouldn't say about Liverpool. Liverpool are they're already working on 3 deals that that's going to strengthen their team. And we're still talking about Gyökeres. Let's see, bro. We should. What are we waiting for? Man United ain't got Champions League, so Gyökeres ain't going there. Barcelona ain't got the funds, so Gyökeres, we're his only option, really. We're his only option. Get it done, and let's move on to the next target. Don't long it out for us to be like Gyökeres. And then when we get him, by the time it will only have some time left in that transfer window, probably go out and buy another player that me, you, everybody here wouldn't want. And then that's about it.
Rashid, they were supposed to get City was supposed to get Wirtz. Yeah, unlike Arsenal, they don't keep talking. But you know,
too
there was no quality targets, and all of a sudden, Cherki. We're gonna go get Cherki. Who's the other guy? Cool, we're gonna get the other guy. Quick.
Cherki's a baller. I'll be real.
You know what I'm saying? Quick. Do you know what we would have done? We would have been crying, getting the violins out. This is how this club moves. We couldn't get Wirtz. There was no quality. No one in the market. We tried.
Not the right profile.
No one else just gonna say, yeah. No one else has the right profile. So instead of signing the wrong player, we'll wait until next year. Like one's gonna morph out of thin air. Yeah, guess what? It's the same fucking players. They're just a year older, you spaz.
Exactly. You're wasting time. You're wasting time.
Like the rebuild is happening now. The difference with them is that the rebuild's happening now, Rashid. We're getting rid of KDB now. We're going to get Chucky in now. Oh, Wirtz said no. Okay, cool, fine. Whatever. You lose something.
Let's move on.
Okay, cool. We move. We're not even stressing it. We move. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That team don't like us. We love a story, like it's heartbreak, like it's, I don't know, bro, like it's loose women just yapping. I don't know what we're talking about. Let's get it done. And we're not saying that we're not going to get Gyökeres. What we're saying is, Arsenal, change your ways, because this is why we're 21 years without a trophy. Yeah. Because we just cry about not getting the main top. We're not going to get all the targets. Liverpool don't get all their targets. Do you know what I'm saying? I swear they were in for Bellingham a couple seasons ago. Didn't get him. Do you think they cared?
Yeah.
Moved on. We're getting Gravenberch. We're getting this. We're getting McAllister. We're getting this guy. Boom. Win the title. We don't care. We're moving. Every team gets rejected. Every team gets certain players that they wanted that they don't get. Cool, we move. Arsenal, we have to come out with an essay and a story and a telenovela and make it like an EastEnders and you'll never guess what. And we tried and we pushed. Just get the player. If we don't get Gyökeres, cool. I don't want to see us just say, do you know what? We'll go with what we have. No. Yeah. If Gyökeres doesn't want to go for, apparently Barcelona infamous. I don't know if you believe the reports. Cool. Move. Go get next target. We should have at least 4 or 5 targets for each position. That's what I always believe. You should, and they can change as the scouts scout different players. Every position we should have at least a dossier of at least 4 or 5 players each position. You can't get A, you go to B. You can't get B, go to C. That's what it is. But be proactive. If we know we got limited funds, this is what I don't understand about Arsenal. Benfica don't allow you to get in a bidding war when they want a player, because they know they can't get in the bidding war. So they go and get the player early. They went and got Pavlidis early, Perstiani early. They make sure you're not even in the conversation where it's done. By the time you're looking and thinking, wait, look at this player. So why don't we? That's how we need to move. We can't wait to get into bidding wars. Man are getting gas because we got Declan Rice. Tell me how many bidding wars you've seen Arsenal win apart from Declan Rice. We don't win. It wasn't even a
bidding war either, though, was it? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I think City just made us pay a bit more. That's what they done. They were just like, well, we're paying 80 million for him.
They put 85.
They
put 85, I think, Aaron, right? And then we paid 110. Who do you think they're gonna accept? Let's be real. And talking about Rodrigo, the thing is that you see with our targets, it's Rodrigo and then Gittins. There's a huge difference between them. Gyökeres then Sesko. There's a huge difference between them. So if we miss on Gyökeres, it's not like we're going to move to an Osimhen. Do you know what I'm saying? Just like Liverpool, they missed on Zubimendi. They went on getting Wirtz. I know it's not the same, but kind of like in the midfield. We're talking, but it's just the difference. I don't want to go get Gittins if I was supposed to get Rodrigo. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just a huge difference between this Arsenal. And I can't really trust that this Arteta. I hope that they don't sign Arteta players. I hope they sign club players. I don't want no more Arteta players, bro. I don't want no more. Yeah, against the scrub. Yeah, that's why obviously we can't say for sure. But I'm sorry, Rodrigo is the obvious option. He's got problems. Well, not problems. You can see that Real Madrid have bare players. You can go out there and talk to him and tell him that come play at us, Champions League, we got a project. Tell him all that bullshit you tell us. Tell him all that bullshit you tell us. Tell it to him. And maybe, you know what I'm saying, he can come and pay more. Because you know what you can get from a player like that. Do you know what I'm saying? And Gyökeres, why are we still waiting, bro? What if Barcelona come knocking? Do you know what I'm saying? What if Barcelona come knocking? And then it's worrying. And then he'll be thinking, he'll be in between Barcelona and Arsenal. How many times has that happened? Bruno Guimaraes said no to us and went to Newcastle, bro. We were way better than Newcastle. Douglas, what's his name? Sesko said,
Leipzig.
Come on, bro.
That is pants, isn't it, man? Come
on.
on.
Look at Liverpool, man. You learn from him. They don't spend. They spend nearly thereabouts like Arsenal, but they're proactive. Look at them. Frimpong's already in the UK. Kirkers just around the corner, and then you got Wirtz, Bula.
Naughty, bro.
The creative spark that everybody's talking about. That's a creative spark. Do you know what I'm saying? We need something in that midfield, and it's not me saying it. Well, we saw it before. Arteta said it at the end of the season. We need more creativity. Duh, bro. All you got is 6'4" players in that midfield. How do you, and a sideways, Odegaard. Do you know what I'm saying? How do you expect the creativity to come from that, bro? Where are the creative players? I'm sorry, creative players are expensive. Strikers that bag goals are expensive. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you wouldn't go for an Osimhen. He's a cheaper option, but he's got attitude. So there's always something, where, do you know what I'm saying? There's always something. But yeah, man, it is what it is. Let's just hope for the best, you know? Let's just hope for the best.
It's one of them ones. Why would Gyökeres leave a team where he's winning trophies? Because at the end of the day, clubs like Arsenal put you in the shop for the next level. Let's just be honest. That's what we are. You know what I mean? Until we start winning major honors, yeah, we're just the shop window. You know what I'm saying? You've gone from the corner shop to now Halford. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, you're shopping at Harrods in that when you're playing for Arsenal. So it's a great place to market yourself. Look at Alexis Sanchez. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, Man City are looking at him. Even though he's already at a big club, I get it. But there's loads of players that come to Arsenal, raise their profile and leave. So he knows he can get that at Arsenal, innit? He's going to get more money, more sponsorship deals. There's a lot that come in financial incentives and, you know, other big clubs or bigger clubs looking at him saying, okay, well, if you can do it for Arsenal, okay, cool. Remember, we had a lot of players that, you know, were at Arsenal that went to Barcelona. Alex Song, Barcelona. Haleb,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Yeah. Thierry Henry, loads of players, bro.
But no, we don't use that to our advantage. Do you know what I'm saying? You see Liverpool, they bought Coutinho, they sold him for 120. We bring players, they're getting worse. Havertz is worse. Odegaard's worse. All these players are getting worse and worse and worse under this manager. So
technically Havertz got better. Technically, it's one of them.
Who?
Technically, Havertz got better.
And still,
they're about the same as Chelsea. Let's say that. Let's just say that.
No, I mean,
I'm not to a level we want. Though.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I'm just saying, every season he joined us, he have had his best seasons in his career, GA wise. That's all. So factually,
yeah, but nobody's calling for him. Let's be real.
Yeah, but factually, he got better. So that's what I'm saying.
Cool, he got better, cool. And that's still not understanding.
Okay,
even
Gabriel Jesus got Lewis.
Yeah, go on. Yo, you man are saying have Gyökeres, bro. Do you think I care? Is Gyökeres my uncle? Is he my dad? Is he my cousin? Is he my brother? I don't care. If he doesn't succeed at Arsenal, get him out, get the next one in. I don't care. Yeah. There's always a risk, bro. Let's just be honest. There's always a risk. No matter what player you get. Do you know what I'm saying? But at least show the ambition. What I want this club to do is identify the weaknesses and show the ambition, innit? We can have the conversation whether he's good enough or not at that time. But show the ambition. We're so tired of seeing gaping holes in the team, and the club saying, "Nah, we're gonna get internal solutions." Show me the ambition. There ain't a lot of world-class strikers at the moment. I've not called him world-class. To be fair, Hooks is a big fan of him as well, not called him world-class. Well, like, out of the strikers that are out there, this is one of them that I want. I wanted Dovbyk. Santiago Jimenez I would have given a chance for the money that he was at. Ivan Toney would have given a chance. There's loads of strikers that I'd give it a chance. But at the same time, do you know what I mean? I don't care. Come to my club. If you produce, cool. If you don't, piss off. We're selling you. That's it. I don't have no attachment. You either make it or you don't make it. But show the ambition and see what the fans are seeing.
But
we
North,
need to strengthen that. You get me?
but North, look what we've done again though. Like in terms of setting, we've once again, just like we did again in 2019, handcuffed ourselves and getting rid of these bums. And by that I mean Zinchenko on 20 grand a week at City. We've given him 150. Arteta ain't wanted to play him for the last season, 2 seasons. Let's get that right. Why is he still here then? Because he's on 150k a week. Mikel Merino, he's absolute cack. He's 29 years old now, maybe just turned, I'm sure there or thereabouts, whatever. He's on 130k a week. Who's paying that for him? If he goes back to Spain, is anyone going to be paying 130k a week for him? No. And of course they ain't. Calafiori was on like 20 grand a week at Bologna. Now he's on 120k a week. We're stuck with all of these players. Just copy and paste with everyone. Gabriel Jesus, 265 when he's fit in November. Who's going to be in a rush to pay him 265k a week, or even give us a moderate transfer fee for him? Oh yeah, copy and paste Kai Havertz, 280k a week. Oh, by the way, if he sees that as contract, which we will, we've got to give him another 50 million quid in wages. If he sees that as contract, what we doing here? That's just filtered down with the whole entire lot of them. It's nonsense. We just handcuff ourselves. Yeah, it's easy saying, yeah, get rid of these crap. But how do we get rid of them? Because we give average players, yet again, the Mustafis, give him 100k a week. Oh, why can't we sell Mustafi? Because he's shit and he's on 100k a week. Copy and paste that for everyone. Kolasinac, 100k a week. Bellerin, 100k a week. It's happening exactly the same again. We can't get rid of these players because we're giving shit astronomical wages. It's madness. How have we fallen into this trap again? I thought that they were telling me that we're never going to be doing this stuff again. We've just slowly but surely filtered our squad up with absolute crap that we can't get rid of because they're shit and they're on good wages. I know people are sort of saying, yeah, sell some players. I don't want to sell the Saliba. I don't want to sell Gabriel Magalhaes, which means only 2 players with at least moderate wage for me that we could sell are Odegaard, 240k a week. Who's giving him that? And Martinelli, 180k a week. Who's giving him that? Yeah, they're still sellable assets. But when you still should be selling maybe Odegaard for 60 million, someone's going to go in, well, yeah, we kind of do like Odegaard, but I mean, I ain't paying 240k a week for him. We're going to give him 140, so you can bring that transfer fee down to about 45, yeah? Martinelli, copy and paste. What's he worth? 50-ish? Oh, yeah, we'll give you 40-ish because, we can't really afford his 180k a week wages. Look where we are again. It's just copy and paste for the whole fucking squad. Like, why do we need to do it? Arsenal Football Club are a big football club. Why did we have to give Mikel Merino 130 quid? They had no queue. There was no queue of players going, yeah,
Scored a header against Germany.
Exactly. Like, why do we do it? Like, it's not as if like everyone was fighting and it was a wage war to get Mikel Merino through the fucking door. It weren't, was it? No one was in for him. Why do we have to give him times 5?
It's our only selling point. It's our only selling point. If we're going to be brutally honest, and even Hooks would struggle to argue this one, it's our only selling point because we can't sell you the FA Cup because we don't win it no more. We can't sell you winning the Carabao Cup because we don't win it. Can't sell you Europe because we've got no history. And we can't sell you the title because we bottle it every time, even when we're in the title race. So the only selling point that we have at the moment is wages. We can't offer players anything outside of wages. Your social media will go up. You'll get sponsorship deals. Big clubs will be looking at you. Yeah, you can get Champions League for a couple of years, but can we maintain that? We will see. We will see if we can maintain being in the Champions League because we are declining. We are declining. Make no mistake about it. This season has shown that we're declining. And I think next season's going to show even more how much we're declining. Don't be surprised if we're outside the top 4, barely in the top 4. We are declining. We're not moving forward. Hooks, I wanted to ask you, and I'll ask everybody else. We're being linked to Rafael Leao. Now, I want to get your opinion, yeah? I see Rafael Leao mainly for my national team. And from the highlights, or the highlights of AC Milan. I don't watch AC Milan. I ain't gonna pretend like I watch AC Milan. I don't have time to watch AC Milan, to be honest. He's very inconsistent, and from anyone that I've seen that does support AC Milan says the same thing that I see for Rafael Leao for Portugal. On his day, really good player, but his day doesn't come around often enough. He's on 100k AC Milan. Coming to Arsenal, obviously he's going to want more than that. So he's going to be pushing Martinelli type of money around that mark, 180, maybe 150. For a player that has roughly the same output as a Martinelli.
No, he's clear of Martinelli. I looked into the numbers. He's actually...
I don't think he's clear. You know why I don't think he's clear? I think he's clear in terms of 1v1, but the problem is he's so inconsistent. I don't even care. There's so many times this guy, instead of doing the basic thing, doesn't cross the ball properly, doesn't take on his man properly. And then there's times where he'll cook the player 1v1, and then he'll get into an attacking position and he'll just spank it off the defender. That is my thing that frustrates me about Rafael Leao. He has the ability to beat a man and cook a guy, but his delivery and his decision-making in the final third kind of reminds me a bit of Pepe, where it's inconsistent. They're good at beating their man. They beat their man, they go into the box, and then they're inconsistent at the decision-making in the final third. I think he's a cheaper version of Pepe in that aspect. And that's why, for me, I don't think it will work. I don't think it's worth the money. I don't think it's worth the time. Way too inconsistent for me. What's your thoughts? I'll shut up. What's your thoughts about Rafael now?
For me, yeah, I'm starting to warm up to the idea of potentially having Leao on Arsenal's left wing. And the reason why I'm warming up to the idea is because he's chaos. Like, he has the one thing that I feel like Arsenal lack on both their wings, which is chaos. Someone that is just unpredictable. Someone that they get the ball and the defender doesn't know what they're gonna do next. Like, we need that kind of I don't
surprise.
know. Yeah, that
element of surprise. Yeah.
Yeah, we need it in our front line. Like, in terms of like his output, he's better than Martinelli. In terms of his footballing ability, he's better than Martinelli, better than Trossard as well. Like, I think this is the thing that like a lot of Arsenal fans need to understand, is that we don't necessarily need to go for like the top 3 player in every position. We just need to go for what is better than what we have. And there's a lot of players that can upgrade what we have on the left wing. In my personal opinion, I also one thing that I wasn't so keen on prior with Leao was his work rate. And I was thinking, how will he work in Arteta's world where he needs his wingers to be running up and down the pitch and tracking back and all of that. But then I thought, if we sign a player like Leao, maybe that's an indication that he's going to be demanding a bit less from his wingers defensively. So I don't know. Like, for me, I personally don't care that he's inconsistent, because I'd rather you be a baller and be inconsistent than be dead at football and I'm basically watching a left wing back play left wing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I would rather wait for the moments of magic, because I know they can happen. And match winners, like, let's have it right. Like, match winners usually like don't reproduce the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. Like, it's usually moments of magic. And but the question has to become, do you believe that consistency can be coached into Leao's game? I think it can, personally. Obviously, if you don't think it can, then you won't want Leao, right? But I think that, he can be improved. I still think he's got a lot more room to grow as a footballer. And he I don't know, it's just like then you got to think, yeah, okay, cool. It's not just like, you don't just look at Leao in isolation. What you have to do is be like, okay, imagine Leao left wing, Gyökeres up front, and then Saka right wing. That's a mad front three. Like, I don't care what anyone says, that's a mad front three. Like, so And that front three is defo better than Martinelli,
Yeah.
Havertz, Saka, or Martinelli, Marino, Saka. Do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, like we just need to accept that there's players that we may not like. Because, like, for example, I 1,000,000% want Rodrigo over
Hell yeah.
Leao. Like, without a shadow of a doubt. Like, if you, do you know what? I'll be super honest. If you actually said to me, you're allowed to have whichever one left winger you want in the world, I'm taking Rafinha, personally. Personally, I'm taking Rafinha. But I know that Rafinha is not attainable. I know that Rodrigo is. Bring me Rodrigo. If we can't get Rodrigo, then I go, okay, bring me Leao. Or do you know what? Bring me Leao and Mitoma. You get it? Once I go below Rodrigo, I start looking at, okay, I'm gonna need 2 wingers of a certain quality to make up for the fact that I can't get the super quality left winger. And I think not getting a Rodrigo, but getting a Leao and a Mitoma. Leao and Mitoma is so.
Would you not want Mbeumo over Leao?
And Brumo's on the right.
But Mbuemo's on the other side.
Yeah, and Brumo's on the right. Like,
But if you got Mbeumo and Mitoma,
or do you know what? Or even,
do you know what I mean? Would you prefer that over Leao and Mitoma?
Oh.
I prefer Mbeumo over Leao. Like,
Hasn't Mbeumo played on the left?
That's, you know, I'm Portuguese. I'm being honest, bro. Like, he's not great, bro. I'm
but
telling
you're getting Mbeumo for the right, no? You're getting Mbeumo for the right, no?
That's a different position.
But he can play both now. I saw Mbeumo can play both.
I just know him as a right-sided player, innit? I don't deny that he can play on the left, but I've just known him as a right-sided player. Like, do you know what? Do you know who I would actually probably take over Leao? I would probably take Eze over Leao. Probably.
Eze.
Yeah, probably I'll take Eze over Leao.
Doesn't Eze play like a number 10?
Yeah,
He's
but he can play on the left. So,
okay.
like, if you wanted to mold Eze into being like main left winger, cool. I hear, because Eze's a baller. Like, and bring him home. But I don't know. We're at a point, where we just got to be.
But do you think Arteta would improve? But would you think Arteta would improve Leao, seeing that Arteta hasn't improved anyone really, you know, from the attacking players that we have, apart from maybe what you can say Saka, maybe?
I mean, I don't know. Like I don't know. I believe that players improve when they have better players around them. So if you bring in Leao on his ones and you don't upgrade in other areas, then maybe so. But if you bring in a Leao and then you bring in a Gyökeres and then maybe you bring in someone in that 10 and then you bring in like a better, you know what I mean? If you just bolster the overall quality of the squad, then, and you put yourself in a scenario where, because if I'm signing Leao, I want to sign another left winger. So put yourself in a scenario where you're not relying on Leao to week in, week out be the guy. Like, have someone on that left-hand side that can put pressure on him.
Yeah, but in Portugal, they have ballers. You know that, right? Like, Portugal are all ballers. And Leao's there.
As well, yeah.
Leao actually does have football IQ. He's just not consistent. And I don't mind the player being inconsistent, because I believe that you can work on that. I believe that can be improved over time.
Are we at that point though, Hooks? You know, like, we got so many players that on their day, like, we need to get over the line. And this is the thing, yeah, like, you may believe that he can improve, bro, but we have to, this manager, if he wants to keep it, he has to deliver next season. I want him gone already, innit? But when you're in a situation where it's 5 years, no major honor, like, we don't really have this projecting time. Like, we don't have the time for that shit no more. Like, we just don't have the time for it. Like, because you're banking on him coming to a new league and hitting the ground running, and that this manager is going to get the most out of him while Martinelli's regressed under his watch. Jesus has regressed under his watch. Odegaard's regressed under his watch. Like, there's a lot of attacking players that regress under this manager's watch.
Northside, everyone. Basically, just say
I mean,
yourself,
I'll give it to Arteta.
Basically.
Nah, the
Some
defenders
players
are
have
all
improved.
right.
I mean,
The
Ben
defenders
White,
have
Ben White has
yeah.
improved under his watch.
Yeah.
To be fair, he held down the
Timber,
right back
but
position.
yes.
It's more
Yeah,
defensive plays.
because he accidentally turned him into a right back. You mean?
But big up Hooks, man. Big up Hooks. I'm telling you, you're gonna down that layout hill, man. I'm telling you, that's not the guy to back, bro. I'm telling you.
Now, do you know what? Yeah, do you know what? I just remembered another person that. Okay, there's another. Oh, all right, cool. I'm gonna tell you my dream offensive signings for this summer. Yeah, Gyökeres, yeah, Rodrigo, yeah, and Julian Alvarez. Yeah. But get to work, blood, because you brought Alvarez to Atletico Madrid, you can bring him to Arsenal, blood. Yeah, so you get me. Sort that. Yeah, money, but we have to spend money. We're at, but do you know what? Yeah,
Rodrigo's expensive.
Yeah, I bundled that though, because like this is my thing. Yeah, and a lot of people. I've already braced myself for it. I'm gonna get cooked by so many people across the transfer window. Oh, do you really think Arsenal are gonna spend that amount of money? I don't give a shit if you think they're gonna spend it or not. Yeah, all I know is, yeah, in the summer, last summer, yeah, the money we spent was money that we generated through sales. We didn't tap into any reserves. We didn't tap into no reserve money. We didn't tap into any money in the bank. Yeah. We bought players through selling players. Yeah. So in my opinion, if you're putting in the match day program, and this come from Josh Kroenke, there is no higher than him now. He's the highest. There is no higher than him in the club now. He said, we're planning to invest to win things. Obviously paraphrasing, but that was the message. We're planning to invest to win things. So if you tell me you're planning
excited. Be excited.
Yeah.
There you go.
No, but it's a bit different to be excited, isn't it? Because be excited is like a fairy tale thing, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
but
You're excited. Are you excited, Hook?
I'm not excited yet.
No, you're not.
But
Yeah.
bring me Gyökeres. Bring me Gyökeres, I'll be excited. Bring me Rodrigo, I'll be excited. Bring me Alvarez, I'll be excited.
I have goosebumps already.
Yeah,
I have goosebumps already, bro.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Like, we need to go spend I swear down, if we do not spend peas this summer after, like, do you know what my thing is? Why even bring in Berta? If you know, wait, why would Berta sign a contract if he knows he's not going to? This brother can go anywhere, you know.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, if clubs that are looking for a director of football, they're all looking at him. So he's not signing for Arsenal, but then, by the way, Josh Kroenke's telling him, yeah, so you know what, Berta, so basically this is what we're thinking. Your first 4 transfer windows, yeah, we're giving you 50 million. By the way, no, killed it. What are we talking about? I need peas and I need it now. Yeah, so I think we're going to spend peas. Obviously, we'll find out throughout the window, but all the club is doing by not investing properly into the team this summer is putting a target on their back. That's all they're doing. Because let's be honest, yeah. Like, it's not like it's coming to the point now where it's not just like the people that you would regard as like negative football fans that are having problems with Arsenal now. It's not just them, man. Like, a lot of people, it's apparent in the ground as well. A lot of people, they're annoyed now. Like, there's fights in the ground, like arguments. They're having enough. They're booing. Like, the booing is louder and louder and louder. Like I would say, not en masse. But I would say
she was official, and they just realized she's a hoe. It was just your turn, isn't it?
Yeah. Like, people they're waking up they're waking up.
Why does it take it so long, Hooks? That's the thing. Why does it take so long, like 5 years, to wake up to this?
But the thing
Because
is,
she knows how to fake it.
No, but do you know what?
It is what it is. It is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying?
No, do you know what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know my thing will always be, yeah, is that when you win a trophy in your first season, when it's super unexpected, yeah, because this is the thing that I will always give Arteta credit for, yeah, his first managerial role was at Arsenal. So that's one. Yeah. Not too many managers start. I can't think of a manager off the top of my head who started their career managing. The only other person I can think of is, I think, Zidane. Zidane started at Real Madrid, but that's, by the way, Brady. Like that's an exception. Do you know what I mean? So he doesn't disprove the case. He proves the case in it. So our first job ever.
Xabi Alonso?
Yeah, Xabi Alonso. He
exceeded
Bayer
expectations.
Leverkusen is not the
But he
same.
exceeded expectations, and that's the thing. Not
Farmers
sizable.
League. Farmers League.
In his first full season, yeah, but then his second full season, it went backwards in it. But what I'm saying is
Could
like
achieve more though.
Bayer Leverkusen is not like what he did with Bayer Leverkusen is mental, but the pressure is not the same managing Bayer Leverkusen to what it is managing Arsenal. It's just not the same.
Do you know why it is? It's because at Arsenal, the pressure is a privilege. That's why.
Mm.
The pressure is a privilege.
I don't know
There's
about
no pressure at Arsenal. I'll be real.
I think we're patient.
There's no
I think
pressure.
we're quite patient.
I don't know
Yeah.
about all that in it. I
There's
don't know
no
about
pressure here. If there was pressure here, he would be sacked.
I don't know about all that in it. Like I all that. That's a conversation for another day. All I know is managing a club the size of Arsenal as your first job. That's mad pressure. Cool. The second thing, his first ever managerial role, he had to manage through a global pandemic. But everything was different, bro. Like I have to give him credit for that. And then he won a trophy. So I feel like a lot of people kind of got bought into. It's like you saw him win a trophy, but he's explaining to you there's things that we need to do. Like, so it's not like he won the trophy and then it's like, yeah, we're good now. Like he won the trophy and it's like there's still places that we need to go. So you naturally you kind of buy into like a journey in it. And I know people don't like that word, and I know people don't like and I know people don't like the word. I know people don't like the word process, but the thing is, what people don't understand.
Get your tom-toms out.
No, but the thing is, do you know the maddest thing? Do you know that all of you, man, have actually said the word process, project, and phase more than Arteta?
Yeah, because he's the one that taught us this.
It's
You
brainwashed us, Hooks.
No,
He
you man
brainwashed us.
you man have actually
Fucking brainwashed.
We're done. We're done.
like,
Bro, his press conferences are like 20 minutes, bro. We stream for hours. Of course, we're gonna say it more, bro. What's this guy on?
Mate, I watch his press conference and I'm going up to my missus. I'm going to conquer you, love. I'm going to conquer you. Yeah. I'm like, oh, sorry. She's like, what are you talking about, Aaron? I'm like, I don't know. I've just watched Mikel Arteta's press conference. He's fucking with my brain.
like the thing, like you, but the thing is, yeah, inherently, everything is a process.
Yeah.
Inherently, everything's a process. So I don't know why so many people are so like, wow, process. Like only Arsenal are doing. No, everybody does it. Everything's a process. Do you know what? We can even dumb it down to the lowest of levels. Me setting my alarm in the morning to ensure that I'm awake by 5:30 a.m. every morning is a process. That's a process. Do you know what I mean? Everything's a process. We can't avoid process. Like it's just that we haven't had a manager that's come in before and outwardly said it's a process. But then he said it like maybe 3 times. But you, man, when I say you, man, I don't mean you, man, specifically. I mean like you, us. Well, not me, because I don't say it either. But the man on the internet have said it like millions of times. So if anything, maybe Arteta should be mad at all of you. Because you, man, have made him look away when he's not even said the word that much. Do you know what I'm saying? So, but we're now
When
coming
we have more time, we'll get into that because he actually in his one of his press conferences recently, me and Rashid were writing down. They asked him, "What's it going to take Arteta to win a trophy?" And the stuff that he named,
it was mad.
mad,
It was mad.
mad. You know what I'm saying?
Scheduling.
We'll do that when you got more time.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's he's gonna be-
Scheduling.
It was mad. But why I think now it's
I hate this
come
guy.
it's come to the point that it's coming now. Maybe people are changing their minds a bit, is because we now have more information. So, like, for example, I thought it was mad that he won the FA Cup in his first season. So when he then finished 8th again, but won nothing in the second season, I was like, cool, it's kind of expected, but I know what you're trying to do. And then cool, the next season, we won nothing again, but we bottled top 4
To
on
Tottenham.
like to Tottenham on like the final game.
Phase 1.
So I
Yeah.
was like, cool, all right, it's mad. But then my thing was, I said, cool, next season, let's just, because my thing was, I understood the scenario that we was in. So my expectation at the time wasn't that high, given everything, all the context. So all I wanted next season was just get me top 4. Because we haven't been in the top 4 now for time. If you get into the top 4, we get Champions League football again. Maybe it makes us a bit more attractive. Maybe we can bring in better players, and maybe that will kind of push forward whatever it is you're trying to do and put us in a better position to win things. Cool. That season, he challenged for the league. So I was like, cool.
8
mad.
points.
Yeah.
8
Challenge for
points,
the
yeah.
league. I was like, cool. Mad thing. Yeah. Now, that season, when it ended, I said, I need you to win something next season. Next season, you have to win something. Or, do you get me? Go. That was my thing. But I wasn't on YouTube at the time, so nobody will know this. And I was like, I want you to win or you go. Yeah. That season, he made me believe until the very last game of the season that I could win the league. And I won't lie to anybody, that was a good feeling. Obviously, not winning the league, bad feeling. But feeling like I could win the league up until the last game of the season, I haven't had that in a very long time. So I was like, all right, cool. I'll give you a bly. But the expectations is now higher now. I need it to be a major. You can't win me a Carabao Cup or a FA Cup now. It needs to be one of the big things, yeah? Not only did we not win anything this season, we actually went backwards. I know we finished second again, but all of the underlying metrics, we went backwards. The only thing that you can say that we did a bit better than last season was we got to the semi-final of the Carabao Cup, but we got absolutely weighed in by Newcastle, and we got to the semi-final of the Champions League, where, let's be honest, you know, when you get to that point, it is what it is. Like the people that were in the Champions League, the last 4 teams, we're second, Inter Milan second in their respective league, PSG won it, and Barcelona won their league. So it's like, cool, you got like 4 of the 6 best teams in their leagues in it. So it's like, cool, is what it is. Other than that, we went backwards. So I just think that like people now in hindsight, they're now looking back and they're being like, okay, cool. I gave you this excuse for this season because I expected you to do better the next, and I gave you that, but you told me this, and now this happened, and it's just people are now gathering more information and connecting dots and starting to come towards a similar conclusion to, because let's have it right. People that don't want Arteta now wanted him out from the first season. So all they're doing is they're just carrying on what they believed from the beginning. So nothing's changed.
Some of us gave him 2 years.
Yes, but like there's those of us that made the decision really early on, and it's just the reverse of like someone like me.
Yeah,
So-
but based on him not having a CV, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can't go to
100%. Whatever the reason is, it's basically just the reverse of.
But
someone
right now,
like me.
Hooks, you stand with the manager's not good enough. He hasn't achieved, and he's got to go.
I want him gone, and I keep on saying this. It's not even about me personally want you gone. I believe you deserve to be sacked. That's what I believe. I believe you deserve to be sacked. But the only difference is like if the club choose to keep him, I'm not gonna like every stream. Oh God, sack Arteta, shit. I can't, because I can't do all that. I'm just not like, that's long. To me, that's dead. To me, I can't say commit to a stream on my channel for an hour and the whole time cuss out Arteta. I can't do that personally. I'm just not that way. I don't have that level of hate in my heart for.
But you
I
want
definitely
Arteta
do.
out.
I definitely have that level of hate because I've had
Yeah.
enough, bro. I need some happiness. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have that
in
level
this
of hate.
football thing. You know what I'm saying?
I
But
talk
listen,
about-
Hooks, I hear it, man. I hear it.
I talk about the nuance. I like to talk about like the nuances of football. You get me? I like talking about things that happen in the game. I like talking about like do you get me? It's like I can put my
I
feelings.
like lifting trophies.
manager
I,
aside,
I just don't.
Yeah.
You know what it is, Hooks? Yeah, I just don't feel like everyone empowered in this club feels the pain that we feel at this
They
stage.
100% they don't, because they're
And that
not.
is why I don't care about their feelings. I don't care about how they feel. I don't care about any of it, because at the end of the day, they're the ones at the end of the season, they can look at their bank balance saying 50 million pounds in my account, 10 million pounds in my account, 200 so in my account. We're going to take this money from Arsenal and move it. And what have we got? All of us sat here, what have we got? Just pain. We've got nothing else but pain. You know what I'm saying? So I don't
Minus
care about
1,500 quid for my season ticket.
So I mean, Aaron pays his season ticket, and other people that spend money and stuff take away from their family time that they can spend with their family. That's most expensive thing that they can give. You know what I mean? In life, you can't get that time back. The year that's just went past, you can't take that year back with his kids or with his partner, etc. And there's loads of people like that. So that's why I don't care about them, because with rain or shine, these people are still earning money, innit? So why should I feel sorry for them? At the end of the day, we're the ones that have to get the banter. Arteta's not taking the banter. As soon as the press conference is done, he's off to Dubai. The players aren't taking all the banter. Just switch on social media. I'm on a boat. I'm chilling. I'm on a boat. You know what I'm saying? I'm so rich, I don't give a shit. You think I'll be crying? I got money to my ear. I don't give a shit. You get me? I got a new flipping Cuban. Got Cuban links on. Bare baddies around. Do you think I care what someone's got to say online? These men are living good while we're paying. We've got rivals laughing at us. Tottenham laughing at us. These men ain't. These men ain't.
I do think some of the players actually care though.
Yeah, they may care.
But
But
Saka and Skelly,
you might care, but at the end of the day, you're wasting my time, because I care and I don't play for Arsenal. So you're wasting my time. Go and earn your money somewhere else. I don't begrudge anyone earning money yet, but the patience is run thin with these lot because we're tired of it. And that's the thing. At the end of the day, all we hear is broken promises, and we're gonna do better. And Arteta saying, "Oh, don't accept this." Do you know what? To me, yeah, words when it comes to Arsenal are hollow to me. The amount of promises, empty promises, the amount of times they have not done what they said they're gonna do, it's hollow to me.
Yeah,
It's hollow to me. Words with no actions mean nothing to me, innit? That's how it is to me, bro. This club has hurt me too much, bro. 21 years, I could have shot someone. I could have killed someone, bro. And I'd be getting out now. This is the sentence that we've had, bro.
And you'll feel better for it.
and you feel
Well, we would have pulled one for the ops. You get me? I could have committed murder, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'm still waiting on this club. Mad thing. Nah, bro. Nah. These man, they're not hurting like we're hurting. They're not hurting like we're hurting. And I'm not saying I'm hurting more than anybody here. Anybody. I'm not saying. But us as fans, they ain't hurting like us. They're not hurting, bro. Do you know what I mean? Whether you spend money, you don't, you give your time, whatever the sacrifice is that you give towards this club, you're hurting, bro. We're gonna, bro. If Chelsea lift that, it doesn't matter its conference, because they can still say you ain't got one of these.
Completed
That's
it,
what
mate.
ultimately the conversation is.
It's the completed it, mate. Cup, isn't it?
completely.
Yes, it is. The completed it, mate. Cup.
I can't lie, Aaron. I'm to the point where the anger's just gone.
They're catching up on us on when it comes to trophies. Yeah,
I'm just laughing. If Chelsea wins the I'm just gonna laugh. I don't even have any more anger anymore. You know when you laugh, you're so angry. It's just like it's a joke. Like this is.
I'm disappointed. You know when your parents are like, you know what Mumsy's like. I'm just disappointed. She doesn't slap me. That's just the same thing.
If you don't laugh your head off, you're gonna get a shotgun, aren't you? Do you know what I mean?
I swear,
what it is, man.
Chelsea are catching up on us, bro. It's worrying.
I'm
Chelsea
saying,
are catching up on us. Like, go back 20 years. Everybody here that's between 30 years old, obviously, and onward, bro, they're catching up on us. Like, how many trophies do they have left to catch up on us? Like, this trophy they're winning, obviously, they're going to say it's beneath us. I know the excuses. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like you said, bro, they don't care. All I care, bro. All I know is they don't really care about us. That's all I know. I know it's football to them. It's a job. You know, when you go to a job, like, you just do your job and leave, innit? You're not going to give more. You're not going to give less.
No, Rashid, could you stay back, Rashid? Do you want overtime?
Hell no. Hell no, bro. I got a kid. You know, I don't, but I do. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, I ain't no way of saying it, bro.
Aaron's got an ice cold pint waiting for him. He's like, stay up or pint? Nah, fuck that.
Yeah. Nah.
On a Friday.
Yeah.
What?
Fuck
What?
that.
I wouldn't even do it on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even do it on a normal day. You know, like Monday to Thursday, I wouldn't do it. He's stupid on Friday. That's our day, bro. Now,
Fucking
no
cold
way,
pint
man.
of fucking Nelson waiting on that fucking bar over
Exactly.
there. Are you taking a piss? You think I'm
A
going to
great
stay here and work with
conversation
you
with people.
in your shit company, with your shit self? I got to get fucking beer, you wank stain, isn't it?
What? £12 an hour, bro? Are you stupid, bro? £12 an hour? I ain't gonna stay for nothing. You know what I'm saying, bro? I'm doing my thing. I'm just there because of a family, bro. That's all it is. Just all the family, bro. Ain't no way I'm staying more, man. Forget about it, bro.
That's what it is, man. I remember one place here, they kept asking me for overtime. I'm like, nah, they'd be like, oh, we're paying you too much. I'm
Yeah.
like, you cheeky prick. What do you mean? Fuck you, man. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, we're paying you too. They start coming up with comments because they're upset that you're not doing overtime.
Snarky, being snarky.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that.
I
Don't
swear
do that,
down.
bro. They
After
make it
that, bro.
sound like overtime. You have to do overtime. I don't.
Yeah. It's
You know what
It's
you
not
should-
written.
You know what you
but
should say
everyone,
to
there's
him?
no one available. And the work, what we're gonna do? We really need
Yeah.
someone, bro. I started looking at the floor. I started looking like I don't even understand
Mm.
English, bro. Like, I'm sorry, no, I just got it.
Me no hablo inglés, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, I don't know nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, English ain't my first language. I'm sorry.
¿Qué? They were Basel 40, innit? Manuel from Basel. ¿Qué? I know nothing.
Your manager,
Yeah,
but the manager will be onto you. One time I had a manager, bro. Every time I said I'm not doing no overtime, bro, it got tough, and I had to leave at some point. Do you know what I'm saying? It's optional, but it's not. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So it is optional on the contract. It's optional. 37.5 hours, I think.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then it's optional. But the most of the times I'm saying no, he's getting more stricter and stricter. Oh, cigarette breaks, smoking breaks are taking too long. You get me? You're taking too long, bro.
No.
Bro, I had to, you know what I'm saying? I had to put the fucking timer on, do you know what I'm saying? Like, I had 3 minutes. You can't tell me I'm taking too long. And I think they have to give you a smoking break. I think so. I don't know if it's true. But yeah, man, that's what they do. And now Arteta's telling me that I got goosebumps and excitement for next season. For what, bro? What kind of excitement are you going to give us, bro?
Those
You told us
goosebumps are
not to be-
going mad here, man. Isn't it?
Goosebumps.
What are you excited for? Oh, fucking,
I don't know why he uses these words.
Goosebumps, bruv. Woo.
Just
So
take the
gay,
cigarette
man.
break, man. That's what I like about the English guys, man. I don't give a shit. What not a
Yeah,
cigarette?
we're trash,
No,
bruv.
fuck
Honestly, man. We're fucking garbage, bruv. We're
Fuck
trash,
off.
man. Fuck off. Wait, well, do you know what you're saying, yeah, North? You're saying about, what's it? We're paying you too much. That's where you got to fuck with their edge, yeah. Figure out a rival company. Because someone said that to me 2 years ago. My manager's like, oh, we're paying you too much. I was like, oh, not as much as Fixatex offered me. And we went, what? You've got a contract offer? You got a job offer?
You thinking about leaving?
Yeah. Just play it back on them. Trust me. Yeah, they're like,
Switch up on them.
Oh,
I'm joining the
Oh,
ops.
they love it.
You get me?
Yeah, play with their head. I'm just walking off like
I'm
that.
doing a Luis
You
Figo.
fucking
Do you
mug.
know-
Not gonna come and ask me for overtime now, are you? You trash.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. I love showing a company, yeah. When they start pissing me off, I just go, right, from today I don't give a shit. And they're like, what do you mean? I said, my contract never said I had to give a shit. It just said I have to just got to do my contract. But they're like, what do you mean? Don't give a shit anymore. And then they're like, oh, what's going on? Yeah, I'm thinking about leaving as well. And then I just don't give a shit. And then they're like, oh, we're panicking. This is good. I don't care. And then when they see you not care, then they're like, don't you want courses? No, I don't want a course. Don't you want to elevate? No, I don't want to elevate. Oh, don't you want overtime? No, I don't want anything. They start thinking, how the fuck can I control him? He doesn't want overtime. He's not scared to lose the job. He doesn't want training.
That's the big one.
Nothing's more scary than a man that has nothing to lose.
Yeah.
I swear to God, nothing's more scarier. And they'll be way more nicer to you when you do that. They'll be way more nicer to you. But if they
control you now, because they like to
exactly,
control people, not all companies, but they like to control you with, oh, we'll give you overtime because some people are itching for an overtime, or do you want a course? All these fucking courses, all it really is, is to get you doing the shitty jobs no one wants to do. Once you got the ticket to do it, like in trade, whether you go like working at heights or whatever, then you're stuck doing that shit. It's a fucking trap. Yeah, I clocked that early. I'm like, no, I don't want it. And then they're like, can't you do forklift? No, I can't do it. I got a bad back. What do you mean you got a bad back? No, I can't do it.
Bad back. You're not
stop
using
making
the
big
fork,
excuses. More than Arteta.
Everything. And then I start when they keep pressuring me, then I start just to piss them off. I smell something in the air. It's a sweet smell. It's infested. I can't breathe. Smells like fresh case of racism in the building. You know what I'm saying? I
Pulls
feel
that card out.
HR, yeah, HR.
That's what you've got, though, isn't it? You've got that card. You've got the get out of jail free trump card, isn't you? Do you know what I mean?
They all back
I'm
up.
a black man. There you go. Swallow this card, you fucking white wanker.
I'm like, I got two HR start sliding down the wall. You know what I'm saying? Exaggerating. But sometimes you got to, bro. They just
That's
take the piss.
funny, man.
Like that's the
Fact.
last card. That's
Funny,
the
man.
like, the last Pokemon in the Pokeball. Like, right, you're gonna you talk about
Yeah.
racism, throw it out. You know what I'm saying?
Funny,
Like,
man.
I feel attacked.
Dear.
It's an underbelly. It's an underbelly. Yeah.
Underbelly mental
it is.
health.
He's Sol Campbell in it, isn't he? Isn't it? Do you know what I mean? His last card's the soul, isn't it?
You got to, bro. I feel bullied. I love that when I'm feeling bullied. It's hitting my mental health. I'm not sleeping well. I need to go to the GP.
Oh,
Well,
dear.
bro, you gotta throw everything out there.
Yeah.
Have you ever got
Yeah,
signed
put
up
your
to the GP?
antidepressants and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't take that shit, by the way. Don't take it.
Funny, man.
In the GP, yeah, where you're thinking, you know, I go to the GP, yeah, my mental, yeah, and I'm not feeling well and all that, because they're bullying you. Yeah, you're like,
Yeah.
I don't feel well. I feel bullied right now. I'm sleeping. I've got cold sweats. I'm drinking more than I used to. I don't know, and all this. Okay, we'll sign you off. We'll sign you off. There was a job, yeah, they were taking the fucking piss, yeah. And they weren't organizing anything, yeah. So I said, yeah, you lot want to take the piss? I'm going to get a new job. I'm going to get signed off for 2 months. Signed off 2 months, boom. Yeah, I was already looking for other
Is
jobs.
it?
I
What,
used the
full
time.
pay?
That's full pay. Signed up.
Boom.
They couldn't touch me. No, they
That's
couldn't
fucking
touch me.
hilarious, man.
I'm looking for another job. They were wankers. Then I've just got the new job. I'm getting paid, yeah. I started the new job, everything, yeah. I got everything processed, payment, everything. By the time they got me, I got 2 payments in the second month because I already had a new job.
Oh,
Marbella,
mate.
here we come, bro. You know what I'm
Innit?
saying? Like,
Some of these companies take the piss out of you, treat you like a prick. You know what I mean? You got
yeah.
internal solutions. You know what I'm saying? You got to sometimes. You get me? But it is where it is. Listen, I'm late to the next stream.
Yeah,
Big
same.
man, big
We
man.
need to do a stream about life, though. And
Oh,
Aaron, I know you
100,
wanted to do
man.
that show. Do you remember that
Ye-
show? You
Yeah. I want to do that. I want to bring Rashid in on it and all.
yeah.
We'll
Hell
have a
yeah.
little chat. Not this backstage. We're both busy. We'll have a little chat on the old computer phone.
Yeah, now big up to the both of you, man. Before either of you shout your channels out, any of you going live?
Nah.
w-
I'm jumping on Cole's thing, isn't it?
We're jumping on Carl's.
Okay.
Are you on there as well, or are you Rashid?
Yeah, I'm on Carl's as well. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
We'll
we'll
redirect
just
to
we'll
Carl.
just gate crash that, then, isn't it?
All right,
Yeah.
man, them, shut your thing out. We'll redirect to Carl. Shut your channels out.
Go on. man.
Go on, man. Yeah, I'm at Aaron Talk Sauce. Come over and give me a cheeky follow, you saucy sausages. Innit, you saucy fuckers. Come on, jump over, jump on, come on, over you come. Give us a cheeky little like and smash the bastard subscribe. Come
Hell
on,
yeah.
over you come. Big up to you, man. Oh, listen, North, come on. You know I love sharing the screen with you, and the same as you, Rashid. Same as Hooksy and everyone in the chat. Hilarious, wicked, world class. You know this shit, man. Come on, sausage racism.
Big up to every one of you, man. Big up North, obviously Aaron Hooks, all the whole chat as well. Arsenal Revolution TV, man. Come do so overtime with us. Do you know what I'm saying? We're gonna be doing overtime. Come do overtime with us. Yeah,
Yeah, we're
jump on our side.
We're not paying you time and a half either, you stingy gits. Innit? Just come over.
No, big
For a
up.
bit of OT.
Big up to everyone, man. Yeah, but yeah. We're gonna be doing a show on Thursday.
Yeah, he's
You lot have to come to the Thursday one. The Thursday one's gonna boom. Keep sell loan Arsenal squad this season. They're gonna be featuring obviously North and Aaron here and many more. So yeah, come tune in, man.
Big up. Make sure you subscribe to all the random links are in the title, and we're gonna redirect over to Carl, and we'll all be there literally in 2 minutes. Love Northside Raid on the way in. See you guys in a bit. Love.
Boom.